sure if we answered this before, but if you don't mind answering it again. Just for
Yeah, I think that seeing how well she did, traveling in airplanes. I, drove when I moved to Southern California, I was living in Washington State. So I drove down with her in a U-Haul, and just seeing how calm she was, how she was never really rattled by anything, and knowing that she had brought joy to other people just in my interactions. I remember stopping at a rest stop and getting out with her and going to look at the view, and she was just on, wearing her harness and leash, and she was sitting on my shoulder, and we were just admiring the view. And I had people come up and like, that's a cat. And they were just so startled by the fact that a cat could be out and about. And I was like, people need to know that not all cats are timid or, the scaredy cat, and they can bring joy like dogs can, or, other animals that are more familiar with people seeing them out and about. So
yeah, that's right. Because I remember even me, I'm guilty of that. Like I saw once years ago, I saw someone walking a cat in Central Park, and I was like shocked by it. But now it's like, because that was the first time I'd seen it.
Yeah.
So it isn't very common, but yeah.
But I doubt, with that, it's something that I know that my grandma, she lived in an assisted living facility, and whenever anyone had an animal, we would say, hey, can you bring it over to my grandma? Because she would love to just sit and stroke any animal. And so knowing that I could bring that joy to someone who, maybe they have dementia and they had a cat at home that can't live with them now, and being harmony in there and give them that moment of joy was something that was really motivating for me.
Well, yeah, that's great. I don't really know much about cats, so I'm trying to think about what I'd like to learn about cats. But last week we had a question of how many teeth dogs have. Do you know how many teeth cats have?
Oh gosh,
I didn't know the dog question. I have a dog, but I'm just curious.
Teeth they have, but I know that they have 37 muscles in one ear.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
that's amazing.
And can your cats jump very high? Because that's another thing that cats do. They jump really
high. My other two cats can. They both have tails. Because Harmony didn't have her tail, again, it was amputated right before I adopted her. She struggled with balance and coordination, as well as a little bit of constipation, which is not something you would think about. But because the tail muscle kind of helps with flexing in the rear end, she struggled with some constipation. But it was always funny when she was looking like she wanted to jump, she would kind of hesitate and then decide, nope, I'm not going to do it. So very rarely was she jumping high. There was a few things that she knew she could climb. I have 3 or 4 cat towers for them.
Oh, right.
She knew she could climb up those. But she wasn't one to jump very high at all.
Right. Oh, that's cool. So hi for all the new people that have joined. Basically, we're with Pet Partners of Southern California, and we really need some new volunteers. That's why we're doing these lives, really, just also to spread awareness, to show that it's not just because obviously I post a lot and I have a dog, and it seems like we only do dogs, but like only have dog therapy teams. But no, we have cat therapy teams, and Harmony the cat was an amazing cat. Let's hear, did Harmony vocalize when she visited, or was she silent? If you want to answer that, I'm just going to get Dakota. She's doing something.
Harmony was somewhat chatty, not as much during visits. She would definitely kind of have her chitter chatter, I called it, when she was home. But when she was on visits, she would protest a little bit. Like if I had to rearrange her or something, she would kind of go like, Mom, and like make like a sound. But she never growled, never hissed, wasn't super talkative. She would definitely purr, just constantly. Even at the vet, she would purr, and they could never listen to her heart properly because she was purring. So.
Oh, thanks. So Marcy just looked it up. She said cats have 30 adult teeth and 26 baby teeth. She's less than dogs because dogs have 48 adult teeth and 29 baby teeth, and humans have 32 and 20. So there we go. We learned something today. Cats have 30 teeth. So anyone's doing all those Zoom quizzes that everyone's doing at home now, because I know I've been doing them, I might throw that question in. So for the family quiz, that cats have 30 teeth. So that's cool. So if anyone else has any other questions, let us know. But yeah, we basically just wanted to spread awareness about cats, the amazing cat that Bec had, and all the cats that are on the Pet Partners. Dakota. She is so fluffy right now. She's so boiling hot. Like she's having a trim on Tuesday because we haven't really been able to go to the groomers, what with everything's going on. So she has the longest coat. Yeah. And she's very, very hot. So I think she just cannot wait to get this shaved off. Can you?
Yeah.
Are you moody? If you want to, is your cat close again or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's show everybody Paisley, the new people that have joined.
This
is
is
Paisley. Oh.
So yeah, she's 13 pounds, so she's nice and hefty, and she's very curious and loves people, but you must seek her approval by gently blowing in her face. House. So even when I come home, she likes to make me check in with her and get her approval before entering the house, because she is the queen now.
So funny. Oh, so Ted said, how did Harmony let you know when she was tired and wanted to leave a visit? Yeah, because with pet partners, we had a slogan, and basically it's all about keeping the animals' interests first. Like if you're on a visit and you can feel that they're uncomfortable, then you really have to keep an eye on that and leave with them. So what did your cat Harmony ever do to signal that she wanted to leave a visit?
Yeah, Harmony was really a trooper. There was one time where it wasn't a pet partner visit, but we were traveling from Baltimore back to LA. And from the time I left my house in Baltimore to the time we got home in LA, it was 15 hours. And so
wow.
She was a trooper, and she just, did awesome for a cat, and so she didn't have a litter box during that time. She, refused to eat anything, but she did drink some water, but it was just, she was a trooper. So she didn't really have as many cues to give me, because she was just so
sweet. Yeah.
Stay. If, however, she ever didn't really want to sit in someone's lap and stay, then I would let her say, oh, I'm so sorry, she doesn't really want to stay still right now. Why don't we have her stand up and I'll hold her and you can pet her. So those were kind of the cues that she would give me. But it was more so keeping an eye on the time. And if the time was up, then time to go.
Yeah, because it's important to note for everyone that doesn't know that we can only visit for 2 hours, again, to keep the animals happy and liking it, because we don't want them to get uncomfortable or anything like that. So 2 hours is the maximum visit time with pet partners. And Ted said Paisley has such a great face.
Yes.
Yeah, really. It's so unique. The bunny teeth answer, they have 28 teeth.
Oh, wow.
Cool. So we're learning so many facts here.
Yeah.
So why do you think that people don't walk cats around on leashes as much? Like, do you think that they should more, or is it just not, like, why is that? Or is it just because cats like to be inside a lot?
I think it comes down to also, like, why don't people train their cats to sit and stay, to do, tricks, things like that. I think that people think of cats as being hard to train, but I think it's actually because cats are smarter than a lot of other animals.
Yeah.
But they can be manipulative, and so they make it seem like they're more difficult to train, because then you stop training them and they get to do what they want. So I think that, Paisley, she was one where she had so much energy, I had to train her. So she knows how to sit, and she knows to go on her exercise wheel when she has some energy to burn. I think that's part of, people just don't think to teach their cat tricks or to teach them to sit and stay. So when it comes to walking them, if most of the cats that you do see on walks or like on Instagram, they're usually doing nature walks where the cats can go and explore in any direction the cats want to. And it's not necessarily about the direction the human wants to go. So I think that's
because they're very independent, right? They're not
yes.
like in general, they're not as needy as dogs.
Yeah.
Obviously generalizing, but I know Dakota has a lot of curious independent moments, but in general, she's pretty needy. She is a typical dog. Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, well, if anyone doesn't have any other questions, but we usually do these for half an hour, so we're nearly at the end of the time. But it was really great talking to you about Harmony the cat. And did you ever get a trading card for Harmony the cat? One of those little trading cards?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. No, just on the trading cards, when you give like little fun facts, I was just like, what was her favorite toy, for example, like Harmony's toy?
Her favorite toy was actually a little, there's a cat lady box, is a website that sends out boxes of goodies for the cat ladies like me.
Oh, cool.
You could also then pay a little bit extra for the subscription and get toys for your cat. And so her favorite toy that they sent was their Olympics themed box. It was a little golden torch with the flames were orange and red feathers sticking out of it. And so that was her favorite toy to grab, and she would, roll around with it and bunny kick it with her feet and then hold it up against her face and then toss it and scamper away and then come back. And that was definitely her favorite toy that they included in one of their boxes. So.
And what's Paisley's favorite toy?
Paisley and Erie, their favorite toy is a wand. They both play fetch, so they'll come and they'll bring me the wand and they'll drop it directly in my lap, and they'll paw at my leg, and so I have to pick up the wand and I get, flick it around for a little bit, but then I actually take the whole wand and I chuck it across the living room, and they run after it and they pick it up and they bring it right back. So we play fetch with both of them.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's so cool. See, it's nice for me to learn about cats. I know I have a few close friends that have cats, and I was always scared at first, only because I had a situation when I was a child with a cat. But really, when I'm around cats, I think they're so sweet. I just don't really know much about their characteristics. There's cards at St. Jude's. Yeah, we have one. Dakota has one for the Children's Hospital as well. They're really cute little cards. So if you have another therapy animal, you guys should definitely get. That's one of the perks of becoming a therapy animal handler team, guys. Become a pet partner and you get cute little trading cards. In fact, I'll show you one. Wait there. Let's just hold the line. Here it is. They're really sweet. I should have had it handy, but yeah, this one's just from Children's Hospital LA. This is Dakota's one, but obviously we have the pet partners one as well. And at the front it has a little ice cube, and on the back it has all of her little fun facts. So
if I can grab you. So she's a little bit more skittish.
Oh, wow.
But she's a tortie, obviously, but she has a calico belly because she's got white on her belly. So
oh, wow. Her eyes are amazing.
Yeah, she's got really pretty eyes, but like I said, she's more squirmy, more nervous. Probably won't ever be a pet partner just because she doesn't understand that you can't use claws on human skin.
Right. So she's not meaning it in a bad way. She just doesn't realize how it feels.
Likes to climb my legs. And so I've been working with her on that, but she still is learning, versus Harmony never ever used her claws for any reason. And Paisley's pretty not using them as well, but Erie just, thinks that humans have fur and that she can climb us like a tree. So
yeah. Wow, yeah, she is beautiful. That's true. So if anyone else has a cat on the line and is watching right now and is interested in becoming a pet partner, we would love to have someone to follow in Harmony the cat's footsteps and be an amazing therapy cat like she was. So please reach out if you're interested. Right now is a great time, and you can take the registration training online. So I know some people have some extra time right now. And if you do, then definitely check it out. The website's www.petpartners.org. And specifically for the SoCal one, it's /SoCal. I think, so do you have any parting words, Bec, of why you think people should become a pet partner? I mean, I know you've said it, but in case anyone new's on the line.
I think that, the joy that you can get from doing it, is very selfishly motivated on my part. Why I became a pet partner with Harmony was, yes, I could bring joy to other people, but that joy gave me joy. And so that was really one of the reasons why I did it. But I think also knowing that, take the time to get to know your pet and know their personality, know how they might react in a situation before you bring them to test out, because you want them to pass the first time. You don't want them to go and have it be a situation where they don't pass, or where they actually, say, hey, you should never be a pet partner.
Yeah.
You want it to be thought out, have them be trained, do some test exercises at home. You'll know in advance what all the exercises are going to be for the test. So practice them at home, go to unfamiliar environments and practice them there. Really make sure that your pet is the right fit, because I've acknowledged Erie's not going to be the right fit for a pet partner. Even if I continue to work with her and grow her, she's just not the right fit. I already know. Paisley has some potential, but it would take more effort on my end to make her the right fit. So taking the time to know your animals, and yes, it's fun to do and to get that joy. But again, if your animal's not the right fit, then acknowledge that and look for an animal that is the right fit. And keep that in mind when doing that.
Yeah, thank you. That's really great advice. That was really good. Really, I think that was a great note to end on. Thank you so much. And make sure you guys follow Harmony the Cat on Instagram.
Thank you.